everyone, welcome to the Module 2 overview. This module is engaging constructively with critical theory. Critical theory is all over the news. It's in Utah politics, it's in our national politics, and it is inherently linked with the conversations that we're having around social justice. So this is critical, no pun intended, to our understanding of diversity in education issues and equity in learning environments. The content in this module will only continue to build upon what we learned about in the first module, specifically in regards to intellectual humility. Now, critical theory has been in the news, as I was saying. We know it's so much of the world in which we're living in as educators and the sensitivity of what we're bringing into the classroom. So this is also going to be important for us to frame other conversations and other learning that we're going to have in subsequent modules. All right, let's take a closer look and a zoom in of critical theory. And first of all, you can see here the definition. Critical theory is a philosophical and sociological approach to understanding power and inequality in society. It emphasizes the importance of questioning dominant cultural narratives and promoting the voices of marginalized groups. And that is where those links to intellectual humility come into play. In terms of critical theory and when we're talking about power, it sees power as unevenly distributed and used to maintain and reproduce social inequalities. So this is a lot of where the rub is in terms of what we're hearing about in education communities and places, because we want to be mindful, and that we can hear that a lot of the critique is that teachers are continuing to perpetuate these notions of these views of power that might not necessarily be beneficial for our society. Now, the overall goals of critical theory seeks to challenge and transform power structures in the pursuit of social justice and equality. Now, something for us to think about as well and know is that when we're talking about critical theory, we've heard a lot in the news about CRT, and that is critical race theory. So that is one section of critical theory, just as much as we have critical feminist theory as well, which is where we're really looking to analyze these systems of power through a feminist lens. So critical theory is much larger than really, I think, what is portrayed in the media, and an opportunity for us to think deeply about how does this play out, these theoretical underpinnings and ideas play out in the work that we do as educators. Now, to help us make sense of critical theory, and as we're building our conceptions about social justice and equity in the classroom, the assignment for this week is decoding media bias. And this assignment is going to give you an opportunity to dive into current events and lesson plans that have been created through the Choices program to help you analyze and think deeply about how we are shaping the narrative in the media on these current events. And so this assignment will give you an opportunity to think deeply about that. Now, also in this assignment, you're going to link to Banks' different forms of knowledge construction, because I think, again, that is why this is so important for us as educators to think about, is because we are knowledge creators. We have incredible opportunity, and I'm mindful using this term, power, to really influence and shape knowledge in the classroom. And this is why we have to think so deeply about these issues. So after you read chapter 5 from Banks and knowledge construction, also in this assignment, you're going to think about, well, in this particular lesson plan, what types of knowledge are being created through this lesson plan? Is it personal cultural? Is it popular knowledge? Is it school, academic, mainstream knowledge? Is it transformative? And so you'll have an opportunity to analyze this lesson plan in this current event and think about how this might play out in a classroom and the type of knowledge that's being created and how that is being shaped in students' ability to think critically about the world that we live in so they can be potentially part of changing the systems that are in play that benefit others and leave others behind. All right, so I think this module will continue to only build on all of our knowledge and really help us make sense of the content that we're going to continue to learn over the course of the semester. All right, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions.